All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another Friday Night Magic from Heroes Welcome in chilly Menominee, Wisconsin tonight, Brent.
Yeah, it's the last day of summer, and you wouldn't tell that it was summer.
I prefer the cold weather, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Last week we were in tank tops and shorts.
Yep.
This week we're in jeans and t-shirts.
Yep.
So it looks like we're going to see some Titan Shift versus some Black-Red Hollow one.
All right.
So which side do you want to be on here? They're both kind of ships passing in the night a bit.
Right. I think Titan Shift might be a little bit better. I think their combo kind of goes off a little bit faster.
Now, do they have any disruption other than like the Collector Brutalities in the main deck?
They run like Lightning Bolt, but yeah, no, otherwise, Hollow One doesn't really run any disruption against the Titan Shift
I think
deck.
they play like 1 or 2 copies of Collector Brutality.
Yeah, usually 2.
Okay.
Sometimes some number in the sideboard, but...
And Tyler, I think, has like a main deck Reclamation Sage.
Yeah.
Which can kill a Hollow One.
I don't even know if it's main deck, because some of them don't just kind of...
I believe he showed me one.
Okay.
Because I went over and asked him, I was like, are you playing what I think you're playing? And he fanned out the deck, and I'm pretty sure I saw Rex Sage.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty much just going to be them trying to combo each other as fast as possible. And I think Hollow One's going to have a faster clock. Plus, there is the turn 1 Burning Inquiry.
That's
could really
true.
Screw up, or like turn 2, even turn 3 Burning Inquiry that could really screw up the Scape Shift player.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to hit a critical mass. Ooh, here it is. It's the Burning Inquiry.
Burning
the
Inquiry turn
best
1.
card to play in the deck. Like, this is the reason you play the deck.
Yes.
If you're not okay with discarding cards, like we said last week, it also sometimes can kind of screw over your opponent in kind of a him to Turok sort of way.
Yeah. If you can play a turn 1, especially if you're on the play and have them just discard their whole entire, or all their lands rather,
Yep.
then
Pretty good against
sometimes you can just win just from that alone.
Pretty good against a deck that is all about their lands.
That's true.
Especially if you discard mountains.
Yeah, the Titan Shift deck runs a lot of mountains, but it runs a finite mount.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in
Holy
Tyler's
smokes.
hand. 8 cards in Julian's hand. So it's going to go nice, easy pile. 3 there.
Yep. You can go
Tyler, you're a little... Oh, look at that.
a little
different.
more random.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Hits a Hollow One, a Phoenix, and a Collector Brutality.
Phoenix is good. Hollow One you
Tyler
want to
is
see in your hand.
a Steve, a Colony Heart Expedition, and a Wooded Foothills.
All right.
So all of his land guys, pretty much. So let's see if he has another Steve. I really like that card a lot. The Burning Inquiry in the deck. There is the randomness to it, but I mean, you're playing a deck that already plays Goblin Lore, so I feel like you got to be okay with the randomness of it.
It's definitely one of those. It's not even a good draft card. It's a pretty terrible card, but it found a home in the Hollow One deck.
There is the 1 red sorcery. Each player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards at random. Now, do you think this card would be more playable if you could choose the cards that were discarded?
Oh, the card would be broken. Faithless Looting is already a very, very good card. So if you could just draw 3 and then discard...
Even if it's each player, though? Even if it's a linear effect? Like you're giving your opponent 3 cards?
I think generally your 3 cards you want, if you could choose the cards you can get to your hand and the cards that go in the graveyard, I think it would just be a lot better for you. Having your opponent do it too is fine, but their game plan is not as linear as yours.
Alright, so then I think he had a Faithless Looting here. Nope, it was a Cathartic Reunion. Interesting. He played a Cathartic Reunion,
That's
discarding
interesting.
a Phoenix, a Bloodghast, and a Faithless Looting.
Okay.
And he discarded another, or he played a Faithless Looting, discarding another Bloodghast. So if he hits a land here, that's I think 3 Bloodghasts now.
Wow.
Again, Tyler just trying to count to 20. Nope, he did. He had a replacement Colony Art Expedition and a replacement Secret Title there.
So he didn't really lose anything.
No. And he can actually sack that expedition this coming turn because he'll have a land off the fetch land,
and then
a land off the Sakura Tribe Elder. That's 3. He can go get 2 more mountains. So I think he has lethal next turn. I think that's what he's doing the math right now.
Okay.
No pressure at all from Julian.
No.
He can bring back those blood gas, but they can't attack.
Nope. They're summoning sick. The haste only happens if the opponent's at 10 or less life. Yeah, he has no way to trigger the Flamewake Phoenixes right now.
I don't know if you ever played against Tyler playing this deck. He is very, very good at it. That is all he plays, and he is very good at it.
If you just play one deck, you usually get really good with that one deck.
Yeah. As you can see, he foiled out the entire deck too, well, at least most of it. So you usually don't do that unless you're like, this is the deck I'm going to play.
You're dedicated to it.
Yeah.
For someone like me who's not dedicated to it, you just buy every deck and play it once, then never play it again.
Oh, so we do have a Delve here, so this could actually activate those Phoenixes, it looks like. Delving red, though. I'm kind of confused as to... Oh, there's a Faithless Looting. Okay.
I think he's just putting the relevant cards to the side.
Okay, that makes sense. Yep,
so
makes
they're
sense.
all in the graveyard, but in Modern, the graveyard matter, or the graveyard order doesn't matter.
Yep.
It looks like he is delving now, though.
And the Phoenixes. So coming over for 4 here, but I think he's going to be dead on his turn.
Okay.
He's at 16. I'm pretty sure Tyler can, because that's 3 lands coming into place. That's 6. 7th land. Yeah, 7th land kills him if he has escape shift.
Yeah, if he doesn't, Julian just wins next turn.
Yep.
He has 13 points of damage on the board.
Yep. See if he's going to crack that. Sack the Steve. So it's going to put 3 counters on the Expedition. Mountain from the Steve. Stomping ground from there. Goes to 3. Now 3 counters. We'll pull up that Expedition for you guys here. So at 3 counters, you can sacrifice it and search your library for up to 2 basic lands, put them into play tapped. So looks like he's going to go... He has the Valakut, so he gets 1 trigger off of it. Unless they come into play at the same time. I think he did do 6 to him here.
I'll say, if they came into play at the same time...
Yep.
He has the escape shift
anyway,
okay.
So yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, so it was pretty much like we thought. It's going to be a very close game. Where I think if Julian would have had pressure a turn sooner there.
If that hollow one would have been in play instead of hit in the bin, I think he would have definitely got that one.
He could have brought back those Phoenixes a little bit, or at least 1 Phoenix a little bit earlier.
Yep.
That's 6. No, 4. I think he would win that turn.
He would have that turn before. Yep. That's what you get for playing a random deck. I love the hollow one deck. I love the randomness of it.
Looks like a Thrun the Last Troll in the sideboard. Good choice.
That's crazy.
Witchbane Orb, some Spheres, Tireless Tracker, Beast Within, Relics. Relics are a good choice.
I think you want Relics in. Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Not sure what that card is. Anger of the Gods is pretty good.
I think that's the art. I forgot what it's called, but it's the artifact that turns all your lands into basic lands types, all basic land types. Then it taps itself for mana.
Okay.
I wish I can't remember the name.
I mean, there might be an argument for the Baloth area. But they could make you discard. Plus, it's just a 4/4 body that gains you 4 life.
Yeah.
Blocks a hollow one. I think you brought a Beast Within too.
It kills the like the 4/5s, the 5/5, the big delve creatures. Kills a hollow one. I mean, killing a hollow one is not that great. You're making the 4/4 into a 3/3, but then you can't bring back the Flamewake Phoenixes.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you brought in Angers, so if you kill a Gurmag Angler, and then you can anger the board away.
Yep. Really good against getting rid of those blood gas for that Phoenix.
Absolutely. The exile effect is very, very good.
He's playing an Hour of Devastation, or Hour of Promise, I think, in there too.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of lists play that.
Yeah.
There's it Rex Sage. The beautiful full art one.
Oh.
Now, so here's a question for you.
Oh.
Speaking of Rex Sage, do you think that, I mean, obviously in this deck it'll still get played because it's not a card that, but the new Rex Sage that everyone's kind of been talking about.
Night of Autumn, I believe it's called. I think that card is bonkers.
I mean, obviously the Collected Company decks are going to be playing it.
Right.
Like Todd Stevens decks would be amiss to not play that card.
Yep.
I feel like the Devoted Druid decks will play that card.
Yep.
It's just because it's a beater and it destroys an artifact or enchantment.
Yeah.
I think that card will see a lot of play. I think it'll take out Reclamation Sage in almost every deck that doesn't play those colors.
It'll be, if like a lot of Rex Sage's sideboard, I think that card will be main deck. Because the fact that if they don't have an enchantment or an artifact, it's still a 4/3 beater.
Yep,
Store gains you life against burn.
Yep.
It's
utility.
Very utility-like card. Any green-white or green-white beatdown decks, I think definitely are going to run 2, possibly more of them.
So I know you have this excellent memory, Brent.
Yep.
So we're going to ask you, what card did people used to play before Reclamation Sage?
Naturalize?
Incorrect.
Dang.
It was a Harmonic Sliver.
That's right, Harmonic Sliver.
Yes.
Now,
I mean, the Knight is better in every way than the Harmonic Sliver. But back in the day, when you didn't have access to cards such as powerful as Reclamation Sage, you played this card.
What's funny about Harmonic Sliver, it is not a May ability.
Yep.
So, at least Reclamation Sage, you can play it on an empty board or play it if you have an enchantment or an artifact out. This guy, if you play him and you have Colony Expedition out,
yep, you have to target.
You would have to target your own enchantment to destroy it. Yep. It's not that good. Rex Sage is definitely better than the Harmonic Sliver.
But Knight of Autumn is better than all of those in every way.
Yes, I'm going to agree with you that I really like the Knight of Autumn. This new set has about 4 or 5 chase rares.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even including the dual lands when I'm saying that. It has a lot of good cards, I think.
I think this set will be open a lot. And if you guys want to get down and open some packs early, next Saturday, they will have a pre-release.
Yep.
Here at Heroes Welcome, he has a midnight. He has one, I believe, at 1 o'clock, one at 5 o'clock on Saturday, and then I believe the same thing on Sunday.
Okay.
So he's going to have 5 pre-releases over the weekend. It's only $19. That includes snacks and pop.
And I believe he has a
very good deal.
He has a deal, too, that if you can pre-order a box and get a pre-register for a pre-release, and it's $105.
Yeah, either $105 or $109, something like that. But yeah,
I think it's either $105.
Definitely a very good deal. So
yes.
if you think about playing the pre-release, you want to get a box, come on down, talk to John. He'll set you up.
Heroes Welcome, Menominee, Wisconsin.
All right, so he does have that turn 1 relic. That is probably the best turn to play the relic on.
Yes. Now, it's funny
not a ley line, but I mean, still very, very good.
What's funny about the Hollow One deck is, while it's primarily, it's halfway between a dredge deck and a beatdown deck, it plays against Graveyard Hate actually pretty well.
Yep. And the hardest part about relic is, when do you pop it?
Right. Sometimes you're just going to put junk in there, they're not going to pop it, and then you're just going to exile your whole graveyard away to play a Gurmag Angler or a Tassiger.
Now, which card hitting the bin are you most likely to pop the relic on? Is it a Phoenix or is it a Bloodghast?
I think...
Like, which cards are going to be better? I mean, the Phoenix has haste, but the Bloodghast, I mean, they don't have to attack each turn, even though they kind of do anyways.
Right, they can't block, but you don't really have... I think it would be the Flamewake Phoenix, because you did bring in a bunch of ground creatures, and you still can't... Mm-hmm. You can't block... You can't...
Because the Secure Tribal can just kind of like block and sack and buy you some damage here.
Yep.
All right, so here is our favorite card.
And we saw...
Curry. See if he gets the blood. See if he gets the Bailoff here.
I was hoping he would get the Bailoff. I
don't think it's in his opening hand.
Yeah.
He did not draw it there.
I don't think he drew it, yeah.
He did have an Anger of the Gods, though.
Well, he's going to want to hope to keep that one in hand.
So now, when this resolves, are you going to pop the relic on your turn? Like, depending on what goes on.
It absolutely just depends on what is discarded right here. And depends if Tyler, gets another relic.
Well, he still has the Anger. So, Secure Tribe Elder, Search for Tomorrow, and a Forest. Forest being probably one of the worst lands in the deck.
Yeah. The necessary evil.
Ooh. Hollow One, Thoughtseize, and a red card. I think another.
It was the another Adept.
Okay.
The old attack for 4 on turn 2.
Is a bolt, though.
Okay.
I'm probably just bolting that Adept here.
Adept is one of those weird creatures where it doesn't look good,
Well, it
but
can
it's
punch you
in
hard.
in this stack. Yeah, it punches you pretty hard with all your discard outlets, and he has menace.
Mm-hmm.
So
Even if he gets a Secret Tribal out there, he
yeah,
can't
he
block.
can't even block it. Can't even do a chump block.
So here's the Bolt. I like the
He's
art.
gonna exile. Yep. Okay. He's gonna exile graveyard.
I think that's the best time to do it. He can anger on turn 3 now if he does get some creatures out there, which is very unlikely because the creatures he's going to get out there are anger proof anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
it stops the delve threats coming down.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it definitely you're not too worried about the graveyard besides the delve threat that could be in his hand.
I think he has an extirpate in his hand. I think that's this card on the bottom. I think he has an extirpate.
Extirpate, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can make him discard a Valakut,
yeah,
or even like a Stomping Ground or a Cinderglade,
I suppose, yeah. If you just one of your random discards, the Burning Inquiry gets rid of a Valakut, you can just exile from the game, and Tyler's game becomes a lot harder.
Yep, that is an extirpate in his hand.
Okay,
I like it.
You would.
I love the surgical extraction, cranial extraction effects. There's another new card in the new Ravnica set, the Esper colored card.
Yeah.
Or it's not Esper, Dimir colored card.
Dimir, yeah. It's like unmoored something. It's a weird name.
I think that card is going to see some play. Obviously in Standard, I think it'll see some play.
Yeah.
I think it could see some fringe play in Modern. There's already talk about these Sultai decks being played with the Assassin's Trophy.
Yep.
And then already Esper Control already can play that card as like one or two of in the sideboard. Funnily enough, we were talking about this the other day. It can hit basic lands.
It can hit any card in the deck.
Just up to 4.
Yeah, the wording on it is you can name basic lands. You can just search for up to 4 of that card. Then it also has the kind of, if you know, like if you get a card from their hand, they still get to draw a card. But if you're getting rid of,
I like that against the Titan Shift deck here. If you just go like, name Valakut Molten Pinnacle.
Yeah.
They have a really hard time beating you. Yeah. I mean, they can beat you down with their Primeval Titans and their Obstinate Bailoffs, but yeah, it's not much. So he hits the magic number here at 6.
7's the magic number.
Well, the Primeval Titan.
Oh, I suppose. And he's just going to go get a Primeval Titan.
He does have the Prismatic Omen in his hand, too. Yep, so yeah, he's like, I'm done.
Yeah, understandable.
So Tyler takes it in 2 there. And yeah, he just kind of didn't have enough pressure on there, and Tyler just kind of got to do his thing.
Yep. That's why, I figured the Titan Shift had a little bit of the advantage. It just, when it's going to win, it wins a little bit quicker than Julian's deck can.
And there's really no disruption that he can do. I mean, he has the Thoughtseize. I think he brought in 1 copy of Thoughtseize. Yeah,
he has the Thoughtseize, he has the Collective Brutalities, but sometimes, like, you can Thoughtseize and Collective Brutality, but sometimes they just have it on top of the deck, which you can't do anything about anyways.
Yep. Alright, so we'll see if we can get a game moved over for you guys. Otherwise, we're going to call it a wrap here for round number 1. I'll bring it back here.
Oh,
so
very light.
Thanks for hanging out with these guys. I know the World Tournament's going on right now. A little bit of controversy going on there. We won't really go into that too much.
Yeah.
But if you guys are sick of watching Worlds and you want to watch some Modern, come hang out with us.
Absolutely.
We always have a good time Friday nights. And next round is our favorite round.
Pizza round.
It's the pizza round.
You can let us know what your favorite pizza is.
Yeah, feel free to hop into the Twitch chat. Talk to us. We're always up for discussion. If you like some of the new cards, if you want to talk about your favorite deck, if you want to talk about pretty much anything Magic related at all, even if it's kind of off the wall, hang out with us.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back for round number 2. All right, we're back for some round number 2 from Heroes Welcome here in Menominee, Wisconsin. We have some Esper Control versus 8-Whack.
Yep.
This deck is whack.
It is very 8-Whack.
So, I guess it depends on the number of sweepers that Josh plays.
Yeah, pretty much.
And how fast she can come out of the gates here.
And Noelle plays a lot of 1-drops, 2-drops, and Josh is just going to want a lot of removal
She
spells.
has 3 of the affectionately named whackers in this deck.
Yes.
The Bushwhacker and the Reckless Bushwhacker and the Goblin Bushwhacker.
That's right.
So here comes one of them here. Oh, just a Mog War Marshal, I believe. Yes. So he goes down to 18, I believe, here.
Wonder if Josh is playing any
The Lingering Souls are really good.
Terminuses in his deck.
Lingering Souls I see in his hand is pretty good.
Yeah, that gives him a couple extra turns.
Path, not so much. Looks like she's going to sack the War Marshal, not going to pay his Echo cost, and get another Goblin.
Is that a Foundry Street Denizen?
Yes. This is the turn she needs to get a lot of damage in here because he can get that Lingering Souls next turn.
She played one of the whack creatures.
Yep. So it's going to be an attack for 9, I believe.
Ooh. Turn 3?
Yeah, because it's going to be 2, 4, 6, and then +2 on that, so and +1, so yeah, it'll be 9. Gonna path one of them here, probably path the Founder's Seat Denizen. So I believe he should be at 18. This will put him to 9, but he's going to block, so it's going to put him to 12. Interesting land choice.
I don't even know what island that is, but then a Beta Plains.
Yep. Alright, so if he can hit the Lingering Souls this turn, we'll buy him a few turns here. And he has the Gideon that can come down and make another blocker.
Most of Noelle's creatures are 1/1s, so creating 2/2s each turn as blockers would seem pretty good.
Yes. She has at least one more Bushwhacker, and then a Reckless Bushwhacker in her hand, though.
Yikes.
She has 4 lands. So she can go Goblin Bushwhacker, Reckless Bushwhacker with the Surge, and give all her guys +2.
Okay.
Yikes. Don't know if that's going to be enough, though.
Yeah.
Because he can block 2 of it. 3 of it would get through. That'd be 9. Be at 3.
There we go.
No. I think that is actually exactly lethal if she does it that way.
Oh boy.
Let's see if she sees the line here, though. As you can block 2 of them.
Yep.
3 3/3s would get 3 1s.
Yeah.
And I believe the Bushwhacker himself is a 2/1.
I believe he is.
Reckless Bushwhacker.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and pull him up here quick. Yes, he is a 2/1.
Oh, it's other creatures though. He doesn't give himself +1, +0.
Oh, but she has a Goblin Guide here though, so
Oh, okay.
that might be enough here. Because if she can go double Surge now with the Goblin Guide, this
that
is
would
lethal.
be
This is going to be lethal.
2,
here.
3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, that would definitely be
a little bit
lethal.
of overkill here because she's going to Bushwhacker, then she's going to Surge the other Bushwhacker, and then just pound here.
All-out attack with 2 blockers. Yeah.
Yep. So here comes the. Okay, I guess she already played a card, so she already had Surge.
Yeah, she played the
Goblin Guide.
Goblin Guide.
So now she can play the Reckless Bushwhacker. There's no point not to. Like, I don't know why you would save it.
Just must be playing a little conservatively, I guess.
Okay, so this should actually put him to 1 then. Oh, put him to 3. Which, had she played the other Bushwhacker, would kill him here. But she doesn't know, I guess.
Yeah, if he has to block the Goblin.
Yep.
Goblin Guide.
The other creature's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. I might as well just get one off
so
the
he's
board.
going to take 6, go to 3.
So he has a D-Sphere on top. He has a Fatal Push in hand. I see another land.
He might be able to stabilize here.
So, yeah, if he D-Spheres the tokens, pushes the Goblin Guide.
That puts him to 1. But she has a Bushwhacker in her hand.
Right.
And just passes the turn here.
Okay. Did he have a that 4-mana instant wrath? I can't think of the name right now.
Settle the Wreckage.
Settle Wreckage, yeah. I didn't see one in his hand, but he could have that.
Well, if he fetches, we know he does.
Yep.
Alright, so another Mogg War Marshal. Really, really good in this deck when you give you guys haste.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the guy dies, create another token and give him even more haste.
So he's not scooping. Yep. Oh, and I think he does have the Settle the Wreckage here.
All right, all right. Oh,
Yep,
that is the settle. Oh boy.
Now let's see how many basic lands she wants to go get here.
5, 6, 7.
Go get them all, Noelle. Get them all.
Get all the get 7 basic mountains, and then just draw gas for the rest of the game.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, 7. Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see more basic lands
I was gonna say,
gotten off of Settle the Wreckage ever.
I guess that's the advantage of playing a monocolor deck.
If we were playing bingo and you had that as a bingo square, you would win. I would give you 2 bingos.
Oh boy.
If you had get 7 or more lands off of a Settle the
Wreckage.
Now he's just at 2 here, so he's got to be kind of careful.
He does have the Fatal Push. So I think he can play Gideon, yep. Gideon plus, or I guess zero it.
I believe the deck still just plays like a Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
Effect. So I mean, that's a dead card here. That could kill him here.
Right, but at least he has a couple blockers or a couple ways to get rid of creatures. He's just trying to feign the Lightning Bolt for now.
Yep. Rabblemaster does it. You cannot kill the Rabblemaster. I guess he can block here. You can block the Goblin token. Can't push the Rabblemaster.
Oh yeah, you can't push it. He doesn't have Revolt.
She has to attack with the Goblin token. The Goblin token will die.
But his 2/2 rather would still be alive.
Yep.
One of the only times you wish you could just kill off a creature.
Yep.
But he does have that D-Sphere in hand, so he has an answer for next turn for the Rabblemaster.
Yep. So she's got to make her token the formality of it. He's gonna block it. Yep. He's gonna die. He's gonna pass the turn. This is a good creature to draw, though.
Yeah.
That's a polluted delta. Excellent art on the polluted delta. Ooh, goes to 1.
2 and 1
This
doesn't really make too much of a difference.
Yeah. Too much of a difference?
Nah. Too much of a 1 rinse? I don't know.
He really has to deal with that card, though. I mean, Goblin Grenade is another way she can win this game here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Now, question here. She casts the Goblin Grenade. Can he Fatal Push the Goblin in response? Or is it part of the casting cost?
It's part of the casting cost of Goblin Grenade. We can look at it, though.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that it's kind of like... I don't even know a good example right now, but...
Tinker.
There you go, like something like Tinker, the modern link card Tinker.
I was just trying to think of ways that it could possibly come up. As an additional cost to sacrifice a Goblin.
So he would have to have killed the Goblin beforehand, before she could then cast it.
Yep. I've lost to this card many times.
It's, 5 damage to...
Yeah, good old Lava Axe.
To a player even, that's a lot of damage.
And Goblin already does a lot of incidental damage anyways.
Right.
So. Now let's see if Gideon can hold off this tide of goblins. I think of it as like this little swarm. They're just like...
Well, he's
just holding
the fact that he can keep making...
bigger creatures?
Yeah, not only bigger, but every turn.
Goblin Grenade is still out here.
Yep. He has a path, he has a push. It's just feigning the instants or sorceries.
I'm not super familiar with this deck, so I don't know. I mean, it may not even play Lightning Bolt, but it seems like a card you would play.
Yeah.
No counter spells in his hand, so... And she has thinned her deck 7 cards.
She has, yeah. Theoretically, I don't know how many lands she plays, but hopefully not too many more.
If I had to guess, I would guess in the realm of 18.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Ooh, getting aggressive here.
Wow.
I like it. You gotta win somehow.
I guess, but when you're at 1...
Gotta win somehow.
I suppose he's going to path
He has double removal, and he can make another knight.
Yeah. He can path the Rabblemaster. He can block the Founder Street Denizen.
I like it. I like playing my control decks aggressively.
Yeah. You play him way more aggressively than I do.
You could lose the game with 8 counters in your hand, or you can punch him with little guys.
Drew a haster, though.
I think he's still got her, though, because he can block, or he can block, push, path. No surge.
But don't forget about the token if he doesn't path the Rabblemaster right away.
No, that's true.
He is at 1 life.
I think he's going to see it, though. He has to path the Rabblemaster now.
Right, before combat.
Yep. Did not do it before combat. So no, this should be lethal.
She just needs to do an Alpha Strike, I think.
Yeah.
Come on, do it. Just turn them all sideways.
Math is for the defender.
That's right.
As you like to say.
She's probably thinking about playing around another Settle the Wreckage.
I wouldn't.
But, yeah, I think she just needs to turn them all sideways at this point. Leaving the Rabblemaster back.
Again, kind of being cautious here. So here comes the push. Only has 2 targets. No revolt. Yep, pushing the Founder Street Denizen. Path on the Bushwhacker.
Yeah, I'd probably say the Bushwhacker, yep. Block the token. Yeah, a little misstep from Noelle, but...
That's alright.
Hopefully she just draws more gas. Josh is almost blanks in hand.
Yes.
But that Gideon out, his army keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yep, still just needs to fade that lightning bolt, though. I think he drew another path there, it looked like.
Funny enough, if she draws... What was that? The Goblin... It's not the Goblin Legionnaire? The one with Battalion. Has haste.
Boros Legion. No, we had a
I
discussion.
know, we already figured this out, and we got it wrong.
Legion Loyalist.
Legion Loyalist, right. If she draws that...
Makes it so that
and able
tokens cannot block.
That's right.
Little known effect that comes up
That's
here.
exactly it. But he finally Detention Spheres
I want to see it happen. He has a path now, though, so... That would be great. Now, I'm probably turning... Yeah, I'm going to say I'm probably turning that Gideon on here. Yep.
If she has if she has no cards in hand, I think I just want to do an all-out attack. Yep. Because he has the path in hand to get the next threat.
Yep. And a bolt. A Goblin Grenade.
A Goblin Grenade! Doesn't do anything when you don't have any Goblin out.
Rough.
Oh,
rough.
no!
And she throws it down.
Oh, no!
Oh. That was rough, though.
Yep.
And there's the Legion Loyalist.
Oh, come on!
All right, so Josh takes that one, and they're gonna go to sideboard games here.
Yeah, he gets it at 1 life, so it goes
That's
to show.
That's typically how control decks do it.
Goes to show that 1 does not equal 0.
Yes. All right, so if she does not already have a lot of burn, I would board in a bunch of burn.
Yeah, if she has burn in the sideboard.
Because how playing an aggro deck versus control usually goes is your first 3 turns are where you're going to do a lot of your damage.
Yep.
Turn 4 and on is where they get into that sweeper territory.
Yep.
So then you need ways to clean up kind of that incidental extra damage here. So yeah, I would be bringing in as much burn as possible.
Yep. And Josh just wants to bring in as much removal
Hopefully
as
she doesn't
possible.
forget her Goblin Bushwhacker. Or
Rabblemaster
at the top there.
And Goblin this, Goblin that. They're all goblins.
Yes. So if the game were to start, we will remind her.
Yep.
If we start to see her like shuffle and present, I'll walk out and tell her. But
I don't think they'll
pretty
forget,
sure
but
she'll remember it.
Yeah. Boy, how good would Detention Sphere be if it remained exile even through
That was
games?
a path, actually. Or was that a Detention?
That was the Detention Sphere.
Okay,
yeah,
because he had the path as
Yep. Remains exile until your next match.
I feel like with the way the game is progressing and like the abilities and stuff, I feel like that's going to happen soon.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a card that will exile the card for the rest of the game, like
rest of the match.
Yes, I feel like that's coming.
That would be interesting. Oh,
and there she remembers it. All right, good. I feel like that's coming. There already are wish cards that you can get cards from your sideboard.
From your sideboard, yep.
So they're already acknowledging sideboard games.
Kind of, yeah. They're very few and far between, but they do.
They already started the whole thing where it's it's your partners, other players.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It's more
Mark
of a
my
commander
words.
thing,
You saved this date, people. It's coming.
September 21st, 2018. In September 3rd, 2053, we'll
when it happens, when it's like they'll be like that guy in that random stream, he called it. Wizards, if you're listening, I'm looking for a job. You can always hire me. Fly me out to Seattle. I'll bring my family. It's fine. I will design that card for you all. I feel like it would cost for like 4 mana. Enchantment.
Yeah, the first few designs, iterations, would be about 4 mana. But then as a few years would go on, it would probably go down to 3.
I feel like 3 is too cheap for that kind of effect. At 4 mana, it's hard to play. I feel like, and it's like as long as this card remains, and that card would stay in play throughout the game too, like the enchantment that we're doing. So you'd have like that card and the exiled card just sitting there in between games. And then they will make an effect that can remove that card in between games if it's in your opening hand.
That seems terrible. No, you just kind of lost me now.
Speaking of new cards.
Oh boy.
What is your favorite card you've seen spoiled so far?
My favorite card?
From the new set.
So, I'm going to go a little bit out there because I know we were talking about Assassin's Trophy and the new Memorcide and stuff like that. I am a big fan of the new, and I can't think of the name right now, but I'm a big fan of the new Browbeat.
Yes, the draw 3 cards or take 4 damage.
Yep. Then it has the new Jumpstart ability, so you can play it again.
Pseudo flashback.
Yeah.
I think that card's going to see some fringe play. I think it'll start out as like maybe a one-of, kind of like Become Immense in the Infect decks.
Oh, sure. They used to play 1, then 2, and now it's like, if you're not playing 4, you're crazy.
I mean, they do play some 3 mana spells in the deck, They play like Exquisite Firecraft.
Usually, sometimes, yeah.
And the way I look at the card is similar to Vexing Devil.
Oh yeah, yep.
A card that sees it sees some fringe play, but it's very, very good.
Yeah.
I mean, turn 1, was it 4 damage?
Yep. It's a 4/3.
Yep.
Or you can take 4 damage.
So it's gonna be a similar card to that. I could see playing 2 copies in burn.
Yeah. Well,
What do you cut for it though? I don't know. But
I'm not sure. I think what's great about it is you're already playing a burn deck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you get them down to 4, they're going to have you draw 3 cards.
Yep.
And your deck is, you know, if you draw 3 lands, that's so be it. But if you draw 2 lightning bolts, you still got it.
Yep.
Oh, she has the
Legion Loyalist.
Yep, she has the Gideon in check now. Almost.
There's a wonderful shirt in the background.
The,
I like the Hawaiian shirt.
Okay.
That's what we should wear one day. She has some Hawaiian shirts. I'm surprised you don't have one.
I used to have a bunch.
Exactly. See?
I wear just plain colored shirts now, though. I'm so boring.
All right, and we have
Holy smokes.
I think that's a Raging Goblin. I think we had this discussion before when she was on camera. I feel like it's a Raging Goblin, a Legion Loyalist, and a Mog Fanatic. The Tempest Art Mog Fanatic.
My goodness. One day we just need to ask to look through her deck.
Yes.
Write down everything.
He has an axe, though. So I feel like that's a Raging Goblin.
Well, we'll see if he attacks this turn. Huh.
It's not a Raging Goblin.
All right. Maybe she's playing around Settled Wreckage. I really don't know what that card is.
Kind of bold fetching a Hallowed Fountain.
Right. I think he's
really
looking
white
for
mana,
I
though.
was gonna say, I think. Well, he's also looking for just a second land. I think.
Kept a 1-lander. Oh, we got the island.
Yeah, I think he kept a 1-lander. He had an opt, and he drew into another opt. But then, yeah, he finally drew an island.
Down to 15 here.
And yeah, he couldn't draw island off of the black-white fetch land. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Now the question is, do you play... She has 2 Goblin Grenades in her hand.
Ooh.
Do you...
Josh is at 15.
So, but the thing is, do you play the... I think you play the Goblin... The Goblin Guide. You attack all out. Second main phase, you... Goblin Grenade, whatever that unknown goblin is at the top.
I think
then
so.
next turn, you can do it again.
Yeah, you can attack. And you don't have to worry about sweepers next turn.
Yep.
Unless he's playing that Bantu's Last Reckoning,
Yep.
which I...
Looks like she might go for the double Goblin
He wouldn't even
Grenade
be
here.
able to play it anyway, so never mind.
I think she's going to do double Goblin Grenade here.
I don't think doing it right now is such a good idea. I think you're right. I think 1 would be good.
Yep. So he's going to sack the Loyalist. Sack the Unknown
The
Goblin.
Goblin Unknowness.
No-name Goblin. Puts him down to 7. See, now I think you got to sack the Legion Loyalist here because you don't want to sack the Mog Fanatic. That's 3 point of damage.
That's another point of damage, yep.
Yep. Okay, now it turns off all his fetch lands.
It does, yeah, and he's already kind of mana light as it is, so...
Yep, so it turns off all his fetch lands. And he draws a fetch
And he
land.
draws a fetch land, of course.
So I'm dead in the water here. He can path and Goblin Guide. But he's still dead then because she can attack and sack it for the other damage. Baneslayer in hand too.
I see that.
And the Sweeper and the Supreme Verdict.
Yep.
And I think I'll play the Goblin Guide here. It's just the same thing either way.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. It doesn't really matter which one she plays in hand.
Yep, and turn them sideways. Both of them. There we go. Trigger. Fetch land. Oh, Field of Ruin. And we're going to game numero tres. So I think that's what she has to do. It's just like I said. That was. You notice what turn that was on?
That was turn 3.
Yep, turn 3. That's the turn. I mean, obviously he didn't have a 4th land to play the Supreme Verdict.
Right, exactly.
He had the verdict in hand, as we saw.
Yep.
I don't believe he's playing Terminus in this build, though.
I didn't when he was shuffling before. I did not see a Terminus in there.
Alright, so we were back for number 3. I went and asked her what the card was. It is a Frenzied Goblin. So pull that up here. This is a 1-mana 1/1. Whenever it attacks you, may pay a red if you do creature can't block this turn.
Oh, okay. Not really that good against the creature or the creatureless deck, but yeah.
We also had to go out and get some pizza real quick because it was the pizza round and the pizza's almost gone.
I'm fat. But you probably wouldn't know that.
So 2 Goblin Guides, I think, is different art.
I believe so.
Okay.
I think he's going to mana leak.
Old school mana leak from Stronghold even.
Oh boy,
I like it. So attack for 4 here. Trigger gets a Field of Ruin.
A painless land, though it doesn't tap for colors, but it's a pretty bad land against the mono red deck.
Yes. Just going to be a colorless land, basically.
Yeah, at least it's a painless land.
Yes.
Notice a lot of these decks.
Yeah, but I think he has a Lingering Souls in his hand too.
Okay.
Yes, and he has that.
And he has that Settle Wreckage, yeah.
I enjoy when players come prepared with the tokens that their cards make.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Thank you, Josh.
I don't like when it's just like, I'm playing Lingering Souls, but I'm going to use these 2 dice.
2 dice to represent 2 untapped Lingering Souls tokens.
I will give you spirits if you do not have them. Magic has done a very good job of making sure there are tokens printed with the cards that are available.
Absolutely. Tokens are, like, if you want generic Wizards tokens, those are pretty cheap. Is that Gideon again?
Got a similar hand that he had game 1, and that was enough game 1. So
yeah.
Does not have the 4th land though.
That's the other Gideon, isn't it? The Gideon of the
Gideon
Trials?
Of the Trials.
Okay.
Yes. Does not have enough mana to cast that though.
No, he doesn't have the double white. He doesn't have a 4th land. If he doesn't draw a land here, I mean, Lingering Souls slows her down, but doesn't stop her completely.
Alright, there's the Goblin Guide. Could give him the 4th land here.
And there we go. It's not.
But he has Cryptic mana now.
He does have Crypto mana. He does not have Wrath mana Wrath mana though. Not yet.
No. So no Settle the Wreckage mana, no Gideon mana. But he does have Cryptic. That buys him a turn.
Yep. You're not Snapcaster. I guess he can Snapcaster Mana Leak something, but he can't like Fatal Push, Snapcaster, Fatal Push.
Yep.
Another Goblin Guide?
With the Pile Driver. Pro Blue on the Pile Driver too.
Oh, yep.
Little known fact.
It has
Pro
protection from blue. Very, very rarely.
I feel like he's going to want to counter tap the team here.
Preserve his life total a little bit.
So the Pile Driver is going to come over for 6? No, 5. Can Fatal Push the Pile Driver though?
Yes. I believe she has a grenade in hand, plus a bolt. It's 8 damage by itself.
She's deciding how much to attack with here.
I think she should just, needs to go all out.
Oh, and gets the white mana.
Oh boy, that
turns on all of his hand now.
That Goblin Guide's been helping him a bunch.
Yes. Here comes the push on the Pile Driver.
He's going to use the Snapcaster as a Doom Blade.
Yep.
I think she's thinking of bolting it.
Yep. Bolts are at a premium though.
Right.
Alright. They'll get another plus on the Foundry Street Denizen too. So I think 5 damage there.
Is it whenever you play a red spell?
I believe so. Let's pull that up here.
I thought it was a red creature, but if it's a red spell, that's pretty good.
And not a card I play a lot. Red creature. So you're right there. So still just for 4. So yep, whenever another red creature enters the battlefield, he gets +1/+2.
Okay. It's great with the Goblin War Marshal.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you get 2 creatures, you get another creature next turn when it dies.
Yep.
Helps pump them up. So now is where she needs to play around Settle Wreckage.
Yep.
If he's just going to say, play land, go, that seems a little suspicious.
I don't think she can afford to play around it, though. Yep, and here it comes.
I think this was the Cryptic. Counter tap your crew. Yep.
Yep. All the answers in his hand here.
Flashes back that Lingering Souls, get another turn. Play Gideon here now?
No, I think you keep up Settle.
Well, you got the Lingering Souls as backup. You're at 9 life. That's still pretty healthy. But he passes the turn.
Another pile driver. Pile driver used to be a scary face in the old Goblin decks.
Yeah.
Not so good in Modern anymore, though.
A couple years ago when it was announced, or when it was released, people were saying how great it was going to be in all these Goblin decks and stuff like that, and now it sees very, very, very little play.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Goblin Grenade here. Snapcaster Mana Link here. I think he has a second Snapcaster in hand.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty good.
Yep, and Snapcaster, yep, targeting Mana Leap.
No.
Countering the Goblin Grenade.
Ooh. As good as Goblin Grenade is, but that's one reason why it's also not a very popular card is when it gets countered, you just feel so bad.
Maybe like a remand or something.
Oh, yeah.
Seemed like your delve threats back when Treasure Cruise was a big card.
Oh, yep.
Remands were at a premium at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of decks started just running for a Treasure Cruise, so if you just remand it, you can only play it so many times.
I miss Treasure Cruise.
Yeah, that was a good card. Kind of broken.
There's your Gideon. There's your buddy.
Yep.
Let's pull him up here. I'm not a big fan of this guy, but I know you are. So 3 mana, 3 loyalty, until your next turn, prevent all damage target permanent would control, or would deal to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turns into a 4/4, as all Gideons do. It turns into some sort of a
creature. Yeah.
And then the last one is you get an emblem with as long as you control a Gideon Planeswalker, you can't lose the game.
Yep.
So just kind of another way to preserve your life total and have kind of a win condition.
Yeah.
Eventually, if he can clean this up here, he can probably start attacking with it too.
Yeah. Like right now, it blanks one of the creatures, but yeah, it's forever going to blank the Goblin
or the pile driver.
Pile driver, rather. Probably the pile driver, yeah. Somehow, if she starts destroying all his creatures, he can use it as basically a gain 4.
Mm-hmm. With a lightning bolt and a reckless bushwhacker in hand. He has the logic knot here with the 2 blue up. I think you bolt the Snapcaster.
I think before he even chooses, Josh is just like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Just gonna bolt it.
Yeah.
Card unless you pay 3.
Yep.
Or 4. Just in case. Assuming Spirit Guy shenanigans.
She could, but he has extra cards to delve. It doesn't really matter.
Trying to decide if she wants to play that Reckless Bushwhacker. Nope, does not want to play it. Oof. Big Mama Baneslayer.
Well then.
Yeah, I'm jamming that Baneslayer down.
If this game wasn't locked up already, I think this kind of
is
seals the deal now.
The proverbial nail in the coffin.
Yeah. I think her only hope is she has to draw a Goblin Grenade right now.
Yeah, running Goblin Grenades.
Even then, she's so far behind now.
Goblin Grenade and Goblin Grenade. Oh, that's kind of it's like a Goblin Firecracker.
Yeah. A Goblin High Five.
Yep. feel like a Goblin High Five would just be a slap to the face.
Yeah. That would do like 1 damage.
Exactly.
Oh, Gut Shot does 1. I think a slap in the face would do 1.
Yeah, you just play all the cards in your hand here and hope for the best. Yeah, Baneslayer is making things pretty tough.
Yep. Yeah, I still believe that he doesn't have mana on tap, but I believe he still has a Stellar Wreckage in hand.
Yep.
Josh. So, yeah, it seems pretty good for him.
So she can get across for 5. Gonna gain 5. He's gonna net 2 damage here.
Yeah, well,
lose a creature.
She can. Well, she can attack with the pile driver, but it does no damage.
I guess that's true.
So,
yeah,
she just has to say go.
That's rough.
Yep.
Now he's got subtle. Yeah, I think this game is pretty much over. I forget the Gideon is touching the pile driver.
Yep, touching it in naughty ways.
And there we go. There's the swing.
Yep.
13-11.
Casually gain 5.
Yeah. I don't think that changes the math, though. That was a good draw.
Yeah. It's probably one of her best draws, but yeah, it doesn't even really... It's not really going to do much.
Because, yeah, the Gideons can turn sideways this turn if she all attacks.
Yep.
She's dead. I think you keep the Gideon back. Or not the Gideon, the pile driver back.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't do any damage anyways.
Yeah, and then that can block the Gideon so she's not just dead.
Yeah.
You go to 2. Or go to 2. You can activate Colonnade, I guess, too.
Oof.
Yeah, so...
Just going to be a jerk and sell the wreckage here, huh?
Yeah. Oof. Oof.
Goblin Guide trigger? Sure, I'll get my island. I'll get my island. You get your mountains.
Been a beating. I'd be interested to see how many copies of that he plays.
Yeah.
Is he just drawing it every time, or is he playing like multiple copies?
4 copies?
I could see 2 copies.
I could see 2 copies. Only 3 mountains this time. For Noelle. Yep. Untap, upkeep, draw, attack, go.
Yep.
Actually, too, you're right. He does have that colonnade.
Yep. So she forgot about the colonnade, too.
All right.
And, yep. So, Josh Anderson takes it. Very close games there.
Yeah. Very, very close.
That's typically how aggro control goes.
Yep.
She just couldn't quite finish it off there, and Josh takes it in 2. All right, so I think that was one of our last games going there. So,
hello.
That was surprising. So yeah, we are back here for the end of round number 2.
Yep.
Going into round number 3. Brent has his pizza there.
Let's see if I can show it off. Yummy.
The best thing would be if it just tipped forward.
That would be awesome right now.
So yeah, you guys could be enjoying this pizza too if you came down and hung out with us on Friday nights. 5:30, it's $5 to get in. Everyone gets a promo. Packs given out all the way down to, I think, if you go like 2-2.
I think so, yeah.
Sometimes 1-3, depending on people we have here
right.
tonight. So yeah, you guys should come down, hang out. We're going to be back here for round number 3 for some more Magic. See you guys in a bit.
And pizza.
something about the tap triggers too. The untap.
Yeah, he misses bounce trigger. That is true.
It's called double because of that card, but it's a
Still, it was like what?
Yeah, I think that guy didn't understand the features about
Yeah.
just double
priority.
Oh yeah, he also.
All right. So here we are back for round number 3, and we have the king of the feature match.
One, the only, Travis Johnson, who is not one in camera.
He is 2-0 currently. I think he's what, 0-4, 0-5 on feature.
Something like that.
Hoping to break the curse here.
Burn is a pretty good deck to break the curse.
Yep.
Now let's see if I remember he played Counters Company last week. I wasn't sure how it went.
He was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? So let's see if he remembers about the combo this time, and he's playing a deck that can easily disrupt the combo. So
Yep.
let's see if Travis knows what to do. I mean, he seems pretty confident what he's doing right now.
Coco off the top there. Number 14. Has half the combo in his hand. Literally just needs a devoted druid.
I think he's gonna trade though. Oh no, never mind. He
So he did not play a spell, so it flipped into the Crawling Horde Howler.
yep. And Travis is just gonna bolt it.
Good choice, I believe. Drew a Magma Jet
Oh, so he's playing just straight up mono red burn, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
with 3 exclamation points.
Yep. Burn! Baby burn.
Alright, and whoa, we
Oh,
were
the
talking about
Vexing
this guy
Devil, yeah.
earlier. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Let's pull him up here for all of you who do not love this card. I'm sure Ariel doesn't love the card.
It looks like Ariel just decided to let it stick.
Yep. So when Vexing Devil enters the battlefield, any opponent may have it deal 4 damage to him or her if that player does sacrifice Vexing Devil.
Yep.
So play the Kitchen Finks, which is a good play.
Yeah, it blocks the Vexing Devil. But I think Travis still, even though he gains a couple more life, I think Travis still just wants to all-out swing.
Yep. I think you just attack here. If you have a way to kill the Kitchen Finks,
Thank you, John. We got it.
Just realized that. Sorry about that, guys. Yep, and there's the all-out swing. Yep, and blocks the trigger. Yep, so blocks. Trades off there. Oh, no. No. Oh, okay.
He's going to skull crack, so he
Skull
doesn't
crack,
gain
nice.
the 2 life.
So loses 3 life.
In fact, he loses 3 life.
Goes down to 3. Not a good number to be
That's
down against
a
Burn.
terrifying number against Burn.
So neg1 counter on the Finks here, which
Yep.
does matter. Yep, there we go. Alright, so I don't think he has a draw that can win the game here, because he's gonna knows he's drawing that card. He can't
Yep.
play a Coco. He can cord for 1. Yeah, I mean, he can play a bird and he can play the Vizier.
Right. So you can have blockers this
Yep,
turn.
but a burn spell off the top. And I know Travis at least has Magma Jet in hand. He has 3 cards in hand. I think one of them is a Lava Spike.
So if he if he Magma Jets during the upkeep, he can scry for a land, and then Lava Spike him.
Well, Lava Spike would just straight up kill him anyways.
You know, Bob, sometimes
So it was, I
one
don't think it's
doesn't
a Lava
think.
Spike, so yep, Magma Jet.
We're just going to kill the Finks? Okay,
Yep.
okay. You scry both to the top?
Yep.
Oh boy.
So there's the 4th land for the Coco. And block, yep. So still at 3. 3 Collect Companies in hand, and 2 Court of Callings.
Oh boy. Well, you know, I was going to say,
Yeah.
you know that he's going to play Collect Company. I like now doing it during his main phase so he doesn't get caught by Skullcrack
So
again.
Militia Bugler, a Kitchen Finks. So Finks is a good one.
Yep.
And a Bugler, so he gets a Bugler trigger.
Bugle is also a 2/3, which
Yep.
very good at blocking Kitchen Finks.
And takes the Kitchen Finks off the Bugler. So
I don't believe he can do
no,
that.
power 2 or less.
Yep. Kitchen Finks is a 3/2.
Yeah, so he realizes that, fixes it. There's the spike he needed last turn.
So you can put him back down to 2. Travis have a shock in hand?
Nope. That's the hard part about Burn, getting to a certain point and then not being able to finish it off. So now he can play the Kitchen Finks here, or he can play another Collected Company.
Well, he doesn't have the Finks in hand. He had to put it back, but...
Oh, that's right, yep. So you can play the Druid here. So play the Druid. Play the Vizier. And then hope to win next turn.
I think he wanted to play the Druid here over the Vizier.
We can play both.
He could. Yeah, he could. I was thinking if he wanted a chord for something, but...
Well, he still could court for 2
Yeah.
if he does that. Court for 1?
I guess he has unlimited knife combo. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, if he gets the Viscerous here.
Yeah.
There we go, okay.
I wasn't even thinking about that. So, yeah, now we can sack and gain unlimited life.
Oh, so Travis, one
Travis,
turn
so
away.
close. So close,
One turn
Travis.
away.
So close.
1 turn away. That lava spike would have been that previous turn you would have had him.
Yep.
That is rough.
I saw I think I saw some Angers. I definitely saw Blood Moon.
Come on, Travis. You gotta break the curse. He's never gonna let us feature him again.
You know, as commentators, we're supposed to be not biased.
Well,
We're amateurs, though. Come on, Travis.
Ariel won 1. Okay. Travis can win this one.
He did have limited health combo against the deck that wants to burn you out.
I think Travis could have got there.
He needed I think he needed a third land.
He did. He did. He did a Swift Spear in his hand at the end of the game there, too. That was a rough one.
Yep.
Kind of like watching someone beat up your dad.
Wow.
That's how it felt. Travis, you're like my dad.
Is Travis your dad?
I just meant it was hard to watch.
Saying Travis is hard to watch?
No, Travis getting beat like that was hard to watch. Alright, let's see if the Burn deck can pull it out
Burn,
here.
baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
He does have enough removal to stop the combo. but-
Right.
I believe those are some Warhammer sleeves he's sporting here.
Oh. Have you tried the new Warhammer card game yet?
I have not. I've heard good things about it.
I've heard it's pretty good.
I mean, it exists in, I think, a physical and a digital form.
So you can buy, if you buy the physical cards, you can get an app on your phone. You can download the game on your phone, and each card has a unique border.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like a QR code, and when you scan the card, you get the digital card with it.
Okay.
And so whatever physical card, and then what's great too is that. So I was kind of looking at it. I was like, well, that's kind of dumb. So I'm going to sell the card. I'm going to keep the digital card. But I can sell you can re-scan the card and then what it's called unclaim the digital version. So then you can sell a card, and then somebody else could scan into their digital game and play it. So I like that aspect where you can play the physical game and the digital game.
I would play Magic online if they had something like that.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't have to buy my cards twice.
That's exactly it. Is Magic's already expensive. Then you add like an
Plus,
online
Magic
client.
Online has its own market, too.
Yeah,
So it's like the cards are different prices.
yeah.
All right, so Ariel going to 6 here. I think Travis kept on 7.
Yeah, it definitely helps this age that we're in with digital and stuff. Like when Magic started, there was nothing online really. I mean, there was
just
very,
hook up
very
to a
fringe.
scanner, and you scan every
Yeah, scan the card. Yeah,
60 card deck, 60 scans.
I think when they I don't know, redid the borders. I think they could have done something like that, but Wizards just out for.
But then you only have a finite number that you can have in there, and you almost have to make a new format of the cards that are.
Yeah.
All right, guide, noble.
That's where Burn wants to be. Is the first turn Goblin Guide.
Yep, and there is the mother herself. Boros Charm. Oof, good draw. He has the. Is that the old Sacred Foundry? So those are the new ones.
No, those are the soon-to-be middle ones.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, if you are interested in the Warhammer card game, Heroes Welcome carries the cards in stock. Carries packs. Don't think he has singles yet. I'm not too sure, but at least packs. And like I said, it's if you definitely want a game that you can play digitally or physically, definitely a game to look into.
Yep. I know Gary, one of the guys who plays here pretty regularly, was looking at trying to get a night going for it and trying to teach new players how to play. So, so played a Lava Spike and a Suspended Rift Bolt here. Okay. So down to 12. So Walking Ballista in hand. Eclectic Company. And a Devoted Druid, it looks like. Yep, there's the Druid. So now he's just one card away here. I would fire that Rift Bolt off.
I think he needs to burn down that.
Yeah, at the Devoted Druid.
The Druid, yep.
It sucks losing the damage, but
okay.
Has the Magma Jet here. Has at least a Boros Charm and a Magma Jet in his hand. Seems like a pretty free attack there. Viscera Seeker. That should be at 10. Yep, there you go. Magma Jet, Scry 2. Putting all the burn spells to the top. Lands to the bottom, I think, at this point.
I think so. I think even a creature would be good. You want to keep that on top. He kept both of them on top.
So he did. I think he shifted one, but yeah,
Man.
they're both on top.
When you see someone scry that quickly cards to the top, you know you're in danger.
Yeah. All the Sacred Foundries, Travis.
Oh boy.
At least 3. And down to 10, I think, here. We removed the 10.
Scraped off the 0. It's just another 1.
Alright, is we going to see a Kitchen Finks here?
That would be his best play right now. Gains him life and is a blocker.
Plays a Viscera Seer and a Walking Blister for 1.
Okay.
A couple blockers.
It was a Blood Moon.
Ooh. Does shut off his Boros Charm, though.
Shut off his Brostrom, and Ariel already has 2 basics in land.
Yeah.
In hand or in play.
Can't cast that card, though.
No?
Dust him off the kitchen. I guess he can play the Kitchen Finks still.
Yeah, he can still play the Kitchen Finks. Yeah, I don't know if the Blood Moon is what he really wanted right now, but there it is.
Okay, stays alive there, yep. Oh, he sacked it, alright. It's like, how did you put that card on the bottom? Drew the 4th land. Another basic.
Of course. Again, do this while he taps out so he can't skull crack you.
It's a... 2 good cards there. Duskwatch Recruiter and a Devoted Druid. Has the Cord in hand, too. He has the Walking Ballista in the graveyard, so he has no way to get that anything to do with the mana.
I would just have to, if you had unlimited mana, you could just search for a Eternal Witness.
Well, no, he has the cord for the Vizier.
Sure, yeah.
No, he would have had the Dustwatch Recruiter.
Right.
It's good to see that he blocked there. You had him dead on the... I guess he has another Dustwatch Recruiter. It doesn't matter.
Although I think he drew that, so I don't think he knew that was there.
Yeah, it's because he can cord here.
I suppose, yeah, but I don't believe... Oh, he does have triple green.
Yep, he can make triple green.
Huh.
Oh, just all the cards here. I think he has him dead on Travis. I guess he could be worried about the burn spell, though.
Right. Thinking about going for it?
No, he wants that Eternal Witness.
Travis does have 3 cards in hand, so
Yep.
if he goes for it, Travis can just burn burn half your combo piece.
And there's the cord for 2. No responses. Once this comes into play, though, then that's all she wrote. Yeah. Yep, so he's got the mana.
Yep, he has unlimited green. He's just going to play Eternal Witness. Grab the Walking Ballista, play it, burn burn the burn player. And Travis can go yell at us.
Actually, see, I wasn't going to feature him. It mathematically worked out. We had already featured the other players.
Wow.
So therefore, Travis was forced to play.
Yep.
Again, we apologize, Travis. Oof.
What?
Whoa!
What? Is that the Fairy Macabre?
Fairy Macabre.
No way! No way! What is this?
Let's pull that up here. That was... I don't know if that's going to be enough because he still has the other guy, but... so he's going to... Yep, he's going to scry here. So he can discard it to exile up to 2 target cards. Wow. Talk about a card out of the graveyard.
What?
Wow, that was a
What?
sideboard card.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
So we have seen 7 lands off of a Settle
Settle
the
Wreckage.
Wreckage and a Fairy Macabre out of the red
Out
white
of the
burn deck.
burn deck. That is glorious.
So he's going to search for another win condition here and show it to
Yeah,
him.
I still get it, but...
Yep. So he's going to go get that guy. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't believe that actually would kill Travis, though. He would need double white to cast that card.
Well, he... Huh.
Yeah, I don't think he could do that. I mean, he obviously was showing that as a win condition, but
Right.
he cannot cast that win condition.
Huh. I didn't really see what happened, but yeah, I think Travis.
Well, he was searching for another win condition for the
Right.
deck because he had the Dustwatch Recruiter.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I had the Dustcrash Recruiter
And so
play.
he was basically just going through the deck, and he showed him that card
Okay.
that he can make with the mana, but he still has to cast it because the Dustwatch Recruiter
It
doesn't
puts
put
it into your hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, either way, Travis picked him up, so that is going to be Ariel in 2. Again, Travis still has not broken the curse.
Nope.
So yeah, that was round number 3. So kind of a fast one. We'll see if we can move the game over, but I don't know. The game's been going pretty quick tonight, which has been nice. That was kind of rough to watch.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get him game 1.
I thought he was going to get him game 1 and game 2.
Yep, game 2 was kind of a close one. A little more interaction. The Fairy Macabre was awesome.
That was amazing.
That was really good. So yeah, we're going to hop around, see if we can find another match. Otherwise, we'll see you guys here for round number 4.
right.
Awesome. See you later, Dan.
2 Ariel Lerners, so we gotta fix that up for y'all. Sorry about that. Who's player? Whoops.
You'll find out. You will most certainly find out.
Still finding dust in my hair. That's annoying. It was basically a dust collection system for like 2 hours or 3 hours. Oh, dude, like I looked in the mirror, like underneath that eyelid, like there's just this long strand of dust that had collected. I'm like, ugh.
All right. So here we are with the final round. Looks like some Counters Company versus Titan Shift. So a couple people we did see featured earlier in the night.
Yep.
So again, not a lot of like interaction between the two decks here.
Nope. Just kind of 2 ships sailing in the night.
We did watch them play 3 weeks ago. I don't know if you were with us that night or not. Where Tyler had him dead, and in response, Ariel courted for the angel that gives hexproof.
Oh boy!
In response
it
to the escape shift.
gives
Players,
Ariel hexproof. Gives
Yes.
players hexproof.
yeah,
That seems pretty good against
It was,
the deck that wants
pretty-
to target him.
pretty spicy.
All right.
So let's see if that can happen again here. Yeah, only 4 lightning bolts out of the main deck for Tyler to trying to stop the combo.
Okay. That's not a lot of ways to stop the combo.
I think that deck has a turn 3 kill compared to like a turn 4, maybe turn 5 out of the Titan Shift deck.
Yeah, I'm not. I think I've never really know, but yeah, it's about turn 4, turn 5 with Titan Shift. So I definitely think it favors the Counters Company player.
Yeah, especially no interaction unchecked. Like, pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, game 2, I guess they do play a number of sweepers in the main deck though. Typically, they play like
some,
Anger of the
some
Gods
play
or
Angers,
Sweltering
or
Sun.
Yep. I'm not sure if Tyler is, but they do play some number of sweepers usually main board now.
Tyler's got the hood up, poker hood.
Yep. Doesn't have the glasses with the lizard eyes though.
No.
Who's that? That was a long time ago.
Eric Moneymaker.
No, it wasn't Moneymaker.
Chris Moneymaker, that was his name, but no, it wasn't him. He had the dollar sign. He had some special glasses.
Well, there was the one guy with like the lizard holographic.
Oh, I don't know.
He was a bigger guy. I don't
I
remember.
thought it was Moneymaker.
No, it wasn't Moneymaker.
That's a great name for a
But that is a great name for a poker player.
I wonder if he legally changed his name to that, or if that was literally just his name.
Bill Win at Poker.
Just never win a game.
I know, that would be me.
Never win a round. Brent lose it.
Brent losing Magic.
He's the Eternal Witness. He does have the Hexproof guy in his hand.
Yep.
A few turns away from casting it, though. Oh, and the Bolt.
I think Bolt's a bird, though.
The bird. Shizzy did not sack it and scry there. Jam.
Attack for 3, yep. Ariel.
Scavenging Ooze, that's a card that kind of fell out of favor.
Yeah. There's not a lot of green decks that are really too competitive right now.
I think that's going to change, though, in about 2 weeks here.
Yeah, people are expecting
I
like
think
Jund
the rise
or
of Jund and Abzan.
or Abzan or just even green black.
It'll be like a
green black
sequel,
rock.
like number 3, like the 3rd movie in the sequel.
Like Spider-Man 3.
Yep, Spider-Man 3 was terrible.
It was really. It's on Netflix now.
But no, it's going to be kind of like where those creatures have just kind of disappeared. You're like, what's going on here? And all of a sudden, like,
There's the uprising.
yep,
All
the
right.
cards will just. If you have Bloodbraid Elves and Dark Confidants, hold on to them. They are coming back. The
I
price
think
will
so.
go up.
Yep.
Steve.
Secure Tribe Elder.
And Steve.
The Elder of Secure Tribe.
Yeah, I think the Jund and Abzan are gonna. I mean, I don't know if the decks will stay at the top, but they're gonna. That
there's-
first start. I'm excited to watch that first Star City.
Yeah, there's going to be definitely a surge of green black X.
Yep.
Assassin's Trophy is just a pretty good
I do
card.
think the price is a bit bloated right now.
Oh, of course it's bloated. Of course it is.
Just because of the fact it is everyone wants them.
Right.
there's talk of like there's a poll on the Facebook group that I'm in about how many spell snares should the blue-white control deck play just because of that card. That is how much of an impact it's playing.
0. I mean, I think
I
you
can
should play.
see
I think
1
you
to
should
2.
play Spell Snare in your blue-white control. I don't think you should play it. You're playing blue-white control. You don't have that many permanents, anyways.
The deck that I'm interested, if I was going to build a deck with that card in it, it would be Sultai.
Okay. Play the new Memorcite
Yep.
too.
Yep. I mean, it's already good cards. You can play Tarmogoyfs. You know, you can play your Snapcasters.
Snapcasters with Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh boy. A lot of people were saying.
I might have to play someday if I once I get a set, because it's inevitable we're going to get a set.
Oh,
with Assassin's
for
Trophy. I might have to play some night just to do that deck.
Or with Abzan, for Assassin's Trophy, they search for a
You
basic
also play
land,
your paths already.
but then you play paths. Maybe if you can sneak in
You
a
could probably
couple.
sneak in 2 Field of Ruins.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna run out of. I mean, I think decks are gonna kind of play a couple more basics, at least starting
You know
out.
what other
But
card you can play in Abzan?
what's that?
Aven Mind Sensor.
Oh, Jesus. You sure can. If I play Even Mind Sensor, they're always going to find a basic anyways, but you sure can.
I bought 8 Aven Mind Sensors once when they
Yep.
were reprinted.
How'd that go for
That
you?
card needs to be played. They were like a $10 card. You know what I got mine for? $1 a piece.
And you know how much they're worth right now?
Less than $1.
Less than $1 a piece.
Card was so good, and then they reprinted it. Now no one plays it. Alright, the promo Farseek. So he's lots and lots of lands here. He does have his Valakut.
He does have a Valakut out, which definitely helps.
He killed that Scooz. Yep. 3 damage on the docket.
I don't know. He can't kill the Scooz right now, I don't think. He has 2 green. He could just eat 2 of his creatures. I missed if he... well, he wouldn't have targeted yet, so... Yeah, it looks like he's just going to eat 2 of his creatures. Actually, he can eat the Steves, too.
Yep. Yep, and that's just what he does here. Maybe a misstep there, but who knows? Trying to get his card back in the sleeve there.
Those darn flip cards.
That's the thing, like, I like the checklist cards for the fact that, like, they're convenient,
Yeah.
but I hate having extra cards in my deck box.
Well, that's exactly it. You have the check cards, but now you have 4 extra cards in your box. And
Yep. Just bring one. Just bring one.
That's right. Play 4 check cards, but you only need to bring 1 flip card.
Yep, just hope you never draw the second one.
It looks like he ate 2 creatures, and now it's a 4/4 Scavenging Ooze. Above the Valakut trigger range.
Eternal Witness, returning a land.
Okay.
Just trying to get up to that, what is her name? Shalai, Voice of Plenty.
The hexproof
Yes,
lady?
let's pull that up here.
She herself does not have hexproof, though.
No. But everything else does. You, planeswalkers you control,
And
And
creatures
creatures.
you control.
only 4 mana.
I was wondering, too, if she was a 3/4, if she was a 4/3 or 3/4. The 3/4 definitely, again, kind of insulates her from a Valakut trigger.
Yep. So here's the turn here. He has a Prismatic Omen too.
So he's just banking on one of his top deck bombs.
Yep. And there is the Voice of Plenty.
Hallelujah.
With
I don't-
enough. Oh, okay. So we got a trigger. So you can actually double trigger and kill the Shalai.
He could, yeah.
Because that fetch land is a mountain.
Is a mountain with the what's that enchantment again?
Prismatic Omen.
Prismatic Omen. Yeah, it makes every single land a land of every type.
Yep, just 1 and a green. Lands you control are every basic land type, in addition to their other land types. See, it looks like that's what he's going to do there. got the Devoted Druid. Alright, so we're just missing the Vizier here.
I don't know what you're trying to feign from Tyler, because a land drop is bolts, so you don't want him to draw land, you don't want him to draw Secure Tribe Elder, you don't want him to draw... Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Was that 3? Does he have 2 Valakutes out?
I think there's another one hiding out.
Okay. Because, yeah, that turn
Yeah,
that he
this
played the
one
land...
right there.
Oh, okay. Because that turn, he got rid of the Shalai and the Scavenging Ooze.
Yep.
Now he has 3 of them out. Yeah, you pretty much want him to draw more Prismatic Omens. It's like
Yeah.
the only dead draw.
A Kahonli Heart Expedition is a dead draw.
Sure. Well, there you go.
That's 9 damage. 9 damage, Steve. And block. Sack. He's running on mountains, though.
You can search for that 4. Yeah, I was going to say, you can search for the
I
forest.
guess it is a
Because
mountain.
it's also a mountain.
That's great. That is great.
I'm not a big fan of Prismatic Omen in these decks. I really am not, but this type of game, I can
feel
see
like
how...
he only plays like 1, maybe 2.
Yeah. See, this game where you can't draw anything, it's just everything is still gas.
Down to 9.
Wow. That's just one more land drop.
Yep. You can play a Walking Blister for 2. That's what he does.
I didn't realize Tyler was down to 3.
Yeah.
Oh, so close. Get him down to 1.
Yep. And our promise.
Yep.
Oh, look at him breathing a sigh of relief there.
Yeah.
So Tyler goes up a game here. Now we can bring in more of those sweepers.
Yep.
Then Ariel's going to bring in just, he has the worships. Not that great against Valakut.
No, he's going to be killing off a lot of your creatures.
Tide Hollow Scullers are pretty good. Sin Collector's good.
Yeah, the Bornton
And Forge Tender's good, yep.
Forge Tender, yeah.
Although Valakut, not a red card.
It is not a red card.
But it does stop the anger of the gods and things like that, so. This has been a pretty popular deck in the area right now. I've seen a lot of counters company lately.
It is, yeah. It's kind of more popular around here, I think, than like normal Star City or.
You know what I haven't seen a lot of is Control lately. Around here. Control decks. Not a lot of them. As Michael Sparks did play one a few weeks ago.
We had that Esper Control deck too.
Oh, yeah,
on
we
here.
did have the Esper Control deck. Not like straight blue-white miracles, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not very.
I want to see a
Popular
good
around here.
old-fashioned control mirror.
Oh, goodness. I want to go home tonight.
You love a good control mirror.
I do.
Everyone loves a good control mirror.
Mm-hmm. And how? I think Tyler wants to go home. He's already dealing himself his 7 cards. See the Sin Collector and Ariel's hand.
I think he has the combo in his hand, too.
Oh boy. Just need to dodge those lightning bolts and can have a turn 3 win.
I think there's a Vizier in his hand. Nope, that's a Gavney Township.
It's close.
It's kind of the same thing. Alright, so now the race is on. A little more interaction this game, though.
Ariel drew a collected company for the turn.
And there's the Druid.
And he has a Court of Calling in hand,
Yep.
so...
Chords are kind of at a premium, though. I think he wants to use the Collect Company first. Because the Chord can go get the Duskwatch Recruiter.
Right. Yeah, if you have unlimited green, it doesn't really do much if you don't have anything to put it into.
Oh, and now he drew the Duskwatch Recruiter.
Well,
So.
then, never mind.
Yep, there's the Chord. For 2, yep, and he's got the combo.
Yep, Tyler's tapped out. Just like...
Yeah, make your green, and then you tap it for either another green or Convoke. You get 2. You go make infinite. You go get the Vizier. You make infinite green mana. You're gonna play that. You're gonna go get the Walking Ballista and kill him.
Yep.
So yeah, it does work, unfortunately, Tyler.
Yeah, the
Yep.
guy makes 2 green. He'll have -1/-1 counter on him. So normally he wouldn't be able to do the untap thing again.
Yep.
But he's just gonna Court for 2 for the Viscera Seer. Sorry, not the Viscera Seer. The
Vizier of Remedies.
Vizier of Remedies. Too many cards with V's. And yeah, so he can still activate the untap ability, and he just doesn't put the other -1/-1 count on there. Unlimited green. The other guy, the third guy,
Duskwatch Recruiter.
thank you, Bob, says look at the top 3 cards, put a creature among them to your hand, so you can do that as many times as you want. You search for the Walking Ballista. Again, you have unlimited green. Walking Ballista is a colorless card that you can pay XX to put counters on it. Also does damage. It's quite a combo. As you can see, it can win as
It was
early as
funny
turn
because
3.
he drew the Duskwatch Recruiter that turn too.
Yeah, right? The card that he needed.
Yep.
We're talking about how are we going to get both the combo pieces. Well, he just draws it.
Yep. Oh, and going to 6 here.
Tyler, I think, is keeping a 7. Hoping he gets more than 2 turns this game.
I was gonna say that was a turn 3 kill.
It was just the turn
On the
3
play.
kill. Tyler was tapped out and was like, yeah, I just win.
I
Okay.
mean, there's nothing he really could have done there unless he had a bolt in his hand. but-
Yeah. And I think if he had a bull in his hand, I don't think he would have tapped out. So I think he's just did what he could do with what
Unless
he
he
had.
was thinking, I can't die this turn.
That could be it too, but if you don't really want to let your opponent untap with the mana elf guy in play,
Devoted Druid.
with the devoted druid in play. I am a professional Magic the Gathering commentator. Name's Brent Stearns. I am available for weekends, parties.
The mana elf guy.
You know.
Speaking of weekends, there is a standard PPTQ
Oh.
that John just announced here on October 13th. Yeah, Heroes Welcome here. There's a 50-player cap. I'm going to have some pretty good prizes. Brent and I may possibly be commentating that.
Standard.
Yes, we're going to brush up on the new standard because it will be the Guilds of Ravnica standard.
I actually haven't been this excited for standard since I think Return to Ravnica.
So if you guys are watching and you're in the area, you can be a PPDQ. The last one that we had a pretty good turnout. I think we had upper 40s for players. So if you guys want to come down and join us, October 13th.
2018. Sign up for.
All right, taking the bolt there.
He has the board to Forge Tender, so Tyler has any of those wrath effects.
Yep.
Not too good anymore.
To be a 1-for-1 killing a burn good Forge Tender.
But you got to be relieved when he didn't play the turn 2 Devoted Druid.
Yes. Has a few more of the sideboard cards in his hand this game. That's what I always had a hard time finding with this deck. Is I have all these cards I want to board in, and you want to board you want to board cards out, but you don't want to weaken your
Right,
deck.
you don't want to board out your combo.
Mhm.
You don't want to board out Collect Company. You don't want to board out Court of Calling.
Yep.
Excuse me, there's only so many cards.
Like you can board out like Scavenging Ooze, things
Sure,
like that.
yeah. Yeah, Skooz is not really that good in this matchup. Yeah, there's not really too many cards you can take out.
Mhm.
It's a problem with any combo deck. Even like Storm, as much as I like playing Storm, I hate sideboarding because it's like, I don't know how to sideboard at
Mhm.
all.
Take out one of these.
Yeah, that's pretty
one
much
of
it.
these.
Now instead of my deck having 4 ofs, it has all 3 ofs.
So Verdant Catacomb, speaking of V cards in his deck.
Wow, we should just call the deck Vauner's Vumpany. With a V.
That was a bad joke.
Or it could be Fiver's Vumpany, because the V is 5 in Roman. So, looks like he's going to bolt the guy. He's going to give him protection from red.
Nope, he's going to prevent damage from a red spell.
Oh, whatever. I'm a professional Magic player. My name is Brent Stearns.
Yes, this card itself has protection from red.
Okay, but it prevents damage from a source. That's what it is.
Yep.
You're right.
Sacrifice to prevent all damage a red source of your choice would deal.
Okay. So it also could, like, if you're at 3 life, you could prevent a lightning bolt to you.
Yes.
Okay. But then that's also how it can stop, like, Anger of the Gods, because...
And I thought it was Escape Shift.
Oh!
So, little known fact: Tidehall Sculler is an artifact.
It is an artifact creature.
Yes.
It is a black-white artifact creature, and I think Ariel is packing it up, packing it in. Let us begin. Really, really enjoys that Burton Forge Tender. Really, really loves that guy.
Yep, so I think that is all she wrote there. Looks like Ariel just scooped it up there. Okay, yep. Just making sure that was happening there.
Yeah. A little confused there. Oh, Tyler looks a little happy there.
Technically speaking, if you look at it right, still end up against this deck.
Alright, so looks like that is going to be all it is for that round. We'll see if we can get a game moved over here real quick. Let's see what the time is at here.
About 20 minutes in.
Alright, we'll be right back here, guys. right, so we were able to get a game moved over for you guys here.
Absolutely.
Going into game number 2 with Peter versus Ryan on Bluetron and Hateful Red.
Hateful Red.
So if I had to venture a guess, what Hateful Red is, it's probably a deck with like Blood Moons.
Like a
burn,
mono
stuff
red
like-
control, sort
Yep.
of.
That
That's
would be
kinda what I
my
was
guess. I'm interested to see what it is here. It's nice to see some different decks on
Yeah.
on here. So we're not watching a lot of like the tier decks, you know.
Right. I'm okay with that. It's
I
just,
also I like most flavors of Tron. I know you're not a big Tron fan,
yeah.
but I like me some Blue Tron.
You know, a Tron player went to the bar. He ordered a Coke and gin. The bartender said, "That'll be $6." He hands him three $1 bills and says, "Keep the change." It's a Tron joke.
It is in reference to the 1 + 1 + 1 = 7. I like it. Speaking of Tron, looks like he has at least 2 Tron pieces in his hand there.
I saw a expedition map.
So he has a mine and a power plant.
Ooh, yeah. Looks like Ryan is just kind of a big red hate deck. I saw Magus the Moon in hand,
Ooh,
and
like
I saw a Ritual in hand.
Yep, Desperate Ritual in his hand.
So if he has the stupid little ape with a land, he can play a turn 1 Blood Moon or Magus of the Moon. And turn 1 Magus of the Moon against mono blue Transbeam Peter's just like, huh? Well, that's a card.
So the creature version of Blood Moon, which we saw earlier. So it's a 3-mana 2/2 non-basic lands are mountains.
Yep.
Seem pretty good against the deck that cares about his lands.
Yes. So Peter's played Mountain and map and said go.
Yep. Lots of mountains in his deck now. Now, interestingly enough, it does hurt kind of early on in the game like this, but Blue Tron is a deck that can play around Blood Moon very well.
Yeah, it likes having the big mana, but it's also a blue control deck.
Yep.
So as long as it has an island, it usually can run pretty okay.
Yep. I think he has a Chandra Torch of Defiance in his hand too, which is pretty good about closing the deck out.
Yes.
Game out here. If that resolves here.
Do you know that character is on Peter's head?
I have no idea. I honestly thought it was Michelangelo.
It's
like
not
a Ninja
Michelangelo.
Turtle.
It is definitely not a Ninja Turtle. His name is Cheese. He was from the Cartoon Network
You were a big
show,
fan of Foster's Home for Man.
Foster's Home. That was a
I know
very,
you were
very
a big
good
fan of that.
I was a huge fan of that
You used
years
to work
ago.
overnights and then watch it in the morning
Yep.
when you got home.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Cheese was the best character. When we went out there, I made a reference that I also like chocolate milk, and he got it, and I was proud and happy.
All right, so he has an Oblivion Stone.
Okay.
So that is a card that can take care of that 2 turns from now.
Yep.
So if you can get that Chandra out, though.
Man, I don't think he wants to play the Chandra. He needs to find.
I know, I was
if
thinking,
he
like,
has
well, I
any
guess that
artifact
kills the
haste.
Chandra, though.
Yeah.
And a
Plays
Blood Moon.
Guess he's got nothing else to do. Sure.
Could probably play that Treasure Mage this turn. Nothing else to do with the mana here. Nope, just says go. Just trying to get to that 5 mana.
Yep. That'll clear up both the moons.
Alright. Artifact card, this would be really, really good here. I am not sure what that card
I
is.
am not sure what it is either, but
It
Peter,
got countered with a
Peter-
Condescend.
yeah, Peter didn't like it, so apparently it was very good.
If I had to venture a guess, I would guess like Seismic Assault or something similar to that at 3 red.
You're right. I was thinking maybe some land destruction type card.
You put it out there like an enchantment, though. Alright, oh.
Drew Ritual.
You do the
so-
ritual, but I don't think you want to play that into the...
Yeah, I think he just has to say go.
Yeah. I think you say go, and then on your turn you play the Chandra.
Oh, but it looks like he's going for it.
Yeah. Oh, and he plays
it's
a
a
Koth.
of the hammer. Looks like he's going to counter that one though.
Yeah, with a
remand. All right.
That's actually good for Ryan here, though. getting it remanded.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of sucks with him. All he needs to do is draw land here, though.
Ryan hasn't been attacking, I've noticed. I don't know if he's afraid of maybe a Snapcaster, although he didn't have any blue after that remand.
That's true. Interestingly, did you know that Koth of the Hammer spells out Koth?
Koth, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I never knew that for years.
Really?
Yes. That is one of the few cards I actually pre-ordered ever.
With Koth of the Hammer?
When it was in Standard. I remember spending $40 a piece on Koth.
Holy smokes.
I played in what was called States years ago.
Okay, yeah.
The States circuit, and it was usually the weekend after the release.
Okay.
And I had a mono red, like big red deck, and I needed 4 Koths, and I remember paying through the nose to get them, and I went 4-4 in that tournament.
Oh.
That was when Red Green Valakut was a thing.
Okay.
And yeah, your Koths aren't very good against the deck that's killing you on like turn 6.
Correct.
With Primeval Titans. I even made a special emblem for my Koth emblem. Like I had my wife draw one for me that said Koth emblem. I think I used it twice.
Nice. Well, at least you got to use it. So Peter got rid of the Blood Moon effects and now played a Walking Ballista for 5.
Yep. And that appears to be an ensnaring bridge.
Well then, and we just heard Peter yell, "No! Stop playing things! I just want to beat you down!"
So yeah, all of his creatures are too big for that.
Though with the Walking Ballista, though, it's going to be a slow grind, but he can just pretty much just burn him out.
Yep. He can, shoot him down, and then he can add counters, shoot him down, add counters.
Also, Ryan has 3 cards in hand, so he only has to do 2 damage, attack for 3, and if he wants, I believe he can put 2 counters on during an attack phase. Which I believe that's what he's doing, too.
Yep. So he declared the attack, and he goes up to... Yep.
Wow.
So, nice play by Peter there.
Yep.
I don't know that I personally would have seen that. Second main phase falls to the map.
Peter has another one of your favorite cards in hand, I noticed.
Sundering Titan?
Sundering the 7-10 split.
I like that card. That was actually a deck called 7-10 Split.
Yep.
Played 2 Sundering Titans and a
Goblin Welder? Yep. Obviously not a modern deck.
I actually have this deck built right now. If anyone watching wants to come down and try it out, I have Mono Blue Tron. Yep, doing the same thing here. Putting it down to 3.
Attack for 3, put 2 counters on.
Yep.
Jeez. He has enough to put 3 counters on. Holy
That's going to put him down to 5, and he's going to shoot him. Yep, and finish him off here.
Well, good game.
Alright, so that early Blood Moon effect, as I said, the blue one can kind of play around it with those Oblivion Stones and things like that.
Yeah, people like to think that Blood Moon kills Tron, but it really doesn't. It slows it down, yes, but he just got that Oblivion Stone out, and then 2 turns later he could blow it up, and
that's the thing about
that was all she wrote.
The Tron decks now, they play... blue one only plays, I think, 2 Oblivion Stones, typically. But the green one, plays 4 Oblivion Stones.
Wow. And everything in their deck, though, just about... Well, yeah, everything in their deck just requires generic mana.
Yep.
Besides, obviously, the green cards, but you play basic force for those.
Yep.
So, yeah, while it slows it down, it's not the game winner as people like to think it is.
Yep. Alright, so... that, I think, is going to call it a night for us here, guys. We're going to come back here. So we got to watch some exciting Magic tonight.
Yeah.
Got to see some new fun decks that we haven't seen on camera before.
There was a lot of variety, too. We had 8-Whack, we had Valakut.
Yep.
Blue Tron.
Some Esper control.
Hateful Red.
Yes. So...
Mono Red
unfortunately,
with Fairy Macabras.
We got to see Travis lose again. It's kind of just becoming a thing.
The running joke. Sorry,
yes.
Travis.
Hopefully he didn't go 2-2.
Yeah.
Like he normally
does. I don't
does.
know how he did on this last round.
He was 2-0,
well.
so I'm hoping he went 3-1 tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. If you guys watch this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube page.
Subscribe, comment, as the shills would say.
And if you know anybody who has a YouTube account, have them follow. We're trying to get the likes up and the subscriptions up on the YouTube page. I'm also trying to get followers on the Twitch page, so if you know anybody, go ahead and give us a subscription. John's a great guy. He likes to have events down here every night, so if you have any questions, go on the Facebook page, give us a call. We'll be willing to help you out. If you have a favorite game you want to play, just let him know.
Yeah, there was a guy here that came earlier and was asking about Warhammer, and Bob and I know a little bit about the Warhammer the non-card game.
Yep, the tabletop.
The tabletop game. So, just whatever game you have questions about, we're happy to help. John is a great, like you said, is a great guy that will help you out. I know this was a while ago, but there was a couple board games I wanted, and he looked it up. He got the board games. I bought the board games, and they're fun. So yeah, John's a good guy. Heroes Welcome is a great store in Menominee. If you're in town, or if you ever just want to come by and visit, it's a great place.
Yep.
Like I said, October 13th was the standard
PPTQ.
So
and like I said, we're gonna brush up on our standard.
Yeah.
You guys should buy some Ravnica packs. Go ahead and get your pre-orders in. Get the hero deal, the superhero deal that he has running right now. And hope to see you guys there.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys next Friday. Hope you guys have a great week.
Bye.